Yo, what's good, people? Welcome to episode 1 of season 2, Mastering the Markets on my channel. In this video, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown quickly. In this video, I'll be documenting the journey of me trading my $10,000 fully funded Quant Tackle trading account in hopes of being able to get a payout to then purchase a 100K evaluation. I'd appreciate if you guys could subscribe, like, comment, but like I said, most importantly, subscribe, because I think you would want to stick around to watch this journey, because I don't do anything but keep it real with you. I take losses live on camera, I take wins live on camera, I get denied payouts live on camera. So yeah, I'm keeping it real. I'm not doing this, I'm the best trader, let me sell you a course, none of that. I'm keeping it real with you, and I'm showing you the real journey. So stick around to watch it. Manners and respect. Yo people, welcome to episode 1 of season 2 of Mastering the Markets. If you didn't catch the last episode on season 1, go have a look. We got fully funded. It is the 9th of April, so I haven't recorded in a few days just because I've been busy and I wanted to summarize everything all at once. So let's go straight to the charts. I got funded and then I started placing trades. Unfortunately, let me go back to the webcam. So the first day I got funded, for some reason, or the first day I started trading on the funded account, for some reason I came to the charts and my Asian range, this Asian range indicator, had changed itself from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and I didn't think to check this because why would I? It's not meant to change by itself. So I ended up getting in a Euro USD sell because I thought we had a sweep of Asia range, change of character, break of structure. But because my Asian range was wrong, it was technically a bad trade to get into, but I didn't realize that until after. So we lost 1% on that. We also, the other day, unfortunately, as you can see here, Asia range sweep GBP USD, tap into this 3-minute order block, kind of higher time frame, even though it was 3 minute, it was a higher zone, a larger zone. Sweep, bish bash boss, simple stuff, change of character, break of structure, order block. Not really much more to talk about. We got stopped out, but price then ended up tanking all the way down to where I wanted price to go. So that's that. That's loss number 1. That was technically my fault. That was a bad loss to take. 1 second, I hear them outside. Can you hear that? I don't know if the mic's picking that up, so let me just check on the recording real quick. It doesn't sound too bad in the background, so I'm gonna carry on. Where was I? Yeah. So that was loss number 1 we took on the account. That was my fault. That was not a bad trade, but it was just one of those trades you lose. The first trade, like I said, with the Euro USD, my Asian range changed itself automatically. I don't have any clue why. Is what it is. Take it on the chin. So now we were technically down 2% because of that trade, because of the first trade we lost as well. Then, I believe after that, we took a trade on GBP, or I wanted to take a trade on GBP JPY. Beautiful. Asia range high sweep. Change of character, break of structure, retracement into order block. Are you seeing what happened to me, bro? Are you seeing this? 1 to 9 risk to reward. Didn't get tapped in and went straight to TP. Brother, this would have got me an £800 payout, fam. Second day on my funded account, or £600 payout because of the first 2 losses. Are you mad? Is what it is. Move on. Then, New York session comes around. We get sweep of Asian highs. London session highs, as well as Asian highs again. Retracement into this fair value gap, which is where my entry, where my entry was. For some reason, my prop firm sent me an email 20 minutes before this, saying that there's some volatility in the markets because of Trump's tariffs. I was at work and I noticed, I pull my phone out and I see I got tapped into the trade and slipped out of the trade within 5 seconds. So I got tapped in here and immediately got taken out, and then prices decided to come back down. So that was the third loss, bringing me to minus 3% on the account, of the funded account. Let's get rid of that. Now, I don't believe there was anything else on GJ. No. So we go back to GU. Yesterday, we had nothing really happened during London session, or I could have got in a sell on London session, but I don't think we had a clean enough price action, and I wasn't really liking what I was seeing, so I didn't get in. So New York session opens up. We have London highs up here. As you can see, we take out London highs, nice. We then have, let me remember exactly what I thought and exactly where I did put the change of character. So this was the low that led to the sweep up here. So this was the low I was waiting for, a break below here. As you can see over here, we get a break below. In here, we had a lower time frame change of character, but this was the break of structure. So let me put it like this for you. This was break of structure. This was the last 3 minutes order block that was formed before the break of structure occurred. So that's where I put my entry. Let me just mark this out for you. There we go. As you can see, I don't really mark out change of characters and break of structures anymore because I can see it, and I've been trading this model for so long that if I'm just analyzing, more time I'm on my phone, trading on my phone nowadays, just because I can do it wherever I'm at because it's ingrained in my head so much. Anyway, so we get tapped into this trade, and at 3 risk to reward around here, let me mark that out for you as well. This was 3 risk to reward, 3 RR, 50% off, plus BE, break even. That's what I do at break even, or at 3 risk to reward. I take 50% of my trade and let the rest run. So as you can see, we got tapped out of 50% at 3R and went break even on the trade. So this made me 1.6%, bringing the account balance back to only now minus 1.5%. But then we did get stopped out on the rest of the position at break even, and that brings us to current day. Let me explain to you what I am looking for today. So today, this morning, what I can see is higher time frame. On the weekly, we tapped into this weekly fair value gap, and we dumped off of it nicely last week. Opening up the daily chart, we still do look bullish. However, just now, yesterday we broke structure to the downside, or 2 days ago we broke structure to the downside, so I'm bearish. 4 hours also bearish. 1 hour is now bullish. However, we dropped down into this price range, and as you can see, we have a 4 hour fair value gap. What happened this morning? We came into this 4 hour gap and we respected this 4 hour gap. We also swept Asia range highs. So let me get rid of this gap just so now you can see. This is Asia range highs, this line here. We swept out Asia range highs. We then had inside of this zone here, you can class this break here as a change of character. Well, change of character happens here. What was the low that led to this liquidity sweep? This low here. So on the 3 minute, we go back to this low here. We had a break of this low here. Break of structure here. Boom. I put my order block, or this was the last 3 minute order block before the break of structure happened. Limit right on the order block. And look what's happened to me today. Look at this. Are you seeing this? Bro, are you actually deep in this? Bro, there's no way. G. Look how close we keep coming to the order block, and then we're just dumping off. And this has been happening to me recently quite a lot, but it's just the markets we're trading in right now. So what I have done, I had a limit, but like 5 minutes before I started recording, I got rid of the limit just because we are now coming up to New York session, and if I haven't been tagged into, if I got tagged into the trade over here, fine, I would stay in the trade. But now that we're coming up to New York session, bear with me, I've got a cold and my nose is stuffy, so that's why I sound mad. But now that we're coming into New York session, or closing in on New York session open in about 45 minutes exactly, I don't want to be in this trade, because typically what I like to see during New York session will be a sweep of London session highs. Now, where did London session open? London session opened over here. So if we come down over, London session highs will now be here. So what I will be looking for during London session is a sweep of these highs to then sell off. Boom, let me get rid of these arrows. A sweep of these highs up here, boom, something like this, to then sell back down to these London session lows, or wherever we print London session lows in a moment. But that's basically you all caught up on what has happened since I passed this funded account challenge. it was just very unfortunate that things played out how they did in terms of number one, Asia range. I still can't believe it. The first trade I placed, my indicator changed itself to make me see something that wasn't there. But these are the things that happen in these trading markets. We can't get annoyed and we can't stress about it. We just have to roll with the punches. And then the GBP JPY, me getting slipped out, it is what it is. These things happen. But we bounced back decently with one trade. Obviously, we're still negative on the account, but with the way I trade, I can come out of 5, 6, 7% drawdown in 2 trades, so it doesn't really phase me at all. I know if I catch a good trade today during New York, that account balance will be back up in the positive, in the green, and we will still be able to request a payout. So I'm just thinking, for example, if those 2 losses that happened to me in terms of when my indicator changed itself and when I got slipped out of GBP JPY because of the volatility, if that didn't happen to me, we would currently be up. We wouldn't have been in minus 3%. We would only be minus 1% because of the loss that I actually took that was on me, on GU, and then I would have made back 1.6%. So we would currently just be up 0.6% on the account. That's how I'm thinking about it psychologically, to just allow myself to continue moving forward and not getting stressed out about being in the negative, because it's something that I couldn't have stopped, something that happened to me, and we just have to roll with it, like I said. But yeah, I'll get back to you in New York session if we get into a trade. If we don't get into a trade, we don't get into a trade. Simple as that. But yeah, man, it's looking healthy, it's looking good, and it's looking like we can get a payout very, very soon. So that's all I'm focused on. I'll catch you in a bit. Yo, people, so it is 2 p.m. I do want to look to get in euro sales, but price is just, it looks too bullish. The only thing that's really showing me sales is that we are in this weekly gap. But at that point, we're still not really rejecting off of it very nicely, to be fair. Like, we did, but we've come straight back into it. The reason I want to get in sales is because we've had these London highs over here, as you can see, have been taken out. Boom, I'll show you. London highs have been taken out. We've also taken out liquidity from this zone as well here. Liquidity, boom. And then we've had change of character here, break of this low here. So this is a sell and it does make sense, but like, I'm not too sure if I want to take it just because price is bullish at the same time. However, this is a nice liquidity sweep and this would be a nice short-term move to the downside. So I'm not too sure on what I want to do in this situation. I would much prefer to get in on a sell on GU because it is bearish, it looks bearish, it feels bearish. We should continue heading down on EU. Fundamentally we should, but technically it's showing signs of being bullish. Now we've taken out a lot of these high time frame, we've even taken out this liquidity point here. So what I might do is I might still get into this trade and just know mentally that there is a potential that we do like just go straight to stop loss, because it is a good setup. I don't want to get caught up not taking the sells just because of fundamental or just because of what the weekly time frame looks like and the daily time frame, because at the end of the day we've taken out this 4-hour high here, lower time frame we've taken out this hourly zone, this hourly liquidity, and we are looking good for sales. We are looking very good for sales right now. I do want GU instead. However, this sell does make sense. So I'm going to make a decision in the next couple of minutes and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, I think I am going to place it and just know that it is a counter trend trade. So I'm not going to be too stressed out if I do get tapped out of it. So 1.10815. 1.10815. Stop at 1.10815. Stop loss is 1.10976. And I want 1% risk, so 0.7, 0.61. There we go. So place that limit, and now we have a limit. This is the trade I am looking to get into. Hopefully we tap me in. 3R will be these lows right here, which looks fair. Let's draw this across, just like this, and we will see what happens. So this is going to be a counter trend trade, but let me just explain to you why I still want to take it. So as you can see, we have, let me turn off the Asian range. As you can see, we have this high here that's we could class as a liquidity sweep that's been taken out. So we've taken this fuel from this 1 hourly high. We've also taken this fuel over here from this 1 hourly high. And as you can see, we whipped off of it. I'm not going to pull that over anymore just because we've already got this here. Actually, I'll just drag this one across completely. On top of that, now on the lower time frame, as you can see, we have Asian range highs here that got taken out during London session or going into London session, and then we've taken out London session highs during New York session as well, at New York Open. So it just seems a bit too clear that there is a lot of liquidity that has been swept out, and there is a high chance we do continue down. The only thing I'm not liking is these 15-minute wicks and these 5-minute wicks here, or these 3-minute wicks off of this gap here. However, I still am liking the idea of getting into sells because I believe that there's enough fuel to push price down for a little bit, even if it's not to turn around completely and to turn market structure around wholeheartedly and fully. I still do think that we could push down if we tap into this order block and get a slight reaction. What I might do is, if I do get it tapped into this trade, because it is a counter trend trade, I might take I might go break even at 2 risk to reward rather than 3 risk to reward. I still won't take any of the position off until 3 risk to reward. However, I will just I'll make the trade risk free earlier than I normally do, just because it is technically a counter trend on the higher time frame. So we did just get tapped into the trade. As you can see on Trade Locker as well, we are tapped in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this running and I'm going to step away from my computer. I'm going to put an alert here. There we go, create. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out, but I understand that this is a counter trend trade, so we could get stopped out very quickly. I'm not too fussed because what I'm seeing is telling me that there is a potential trade here, and I'm not going to sit on my hands and allow fear to take over when I'm seeing reasons to get into a trade that line up with my trading plan. So let's let this play out. I'll catch you in a bit. Either stop loss or take profit. I'm about to time lapse this shit in a bit. Wish me luck, fam. Yo, so it's looking decent. It's looking decent. If we do get stopped out of this trade, what I believe it will be because of is this gap. As you can see, we've got all these wicks. It's either going to be because of this 3-minute. If we can close below this 3-minute, oh, we did close below the 3-minute on the 3-minute chart, which is nice. That is good. Next up is closing below this 5-minute. If we can close below this 5-minute, I'm going to be pretty confident in this trade. Hopefully we close below it in the next however long. I don't really use inverse gaps to trade with, to enter trades and stuff like that. I did at one point, but I do understand that at the end of the day they still hold some weight and they still do matter, and you still can use them to understand kind of where price wants to go, where price wants to respect. So right now the only thing in my mind that I'm thinking, I'm just trying to, now that I've actually got more of a leg to stand on with passing my prop firm and you guys seeing it over however long it's taken, I want to explain things a little bit better. So in my mind, the only reason I will lose this trade now is if we can't close below this gap, not necessarily just this candle. If we reject off this gap, I will mentally already in my head be like, yeah, probably come into stop loss. If we close below this gap, I will be more confident that we can push down to 3R, can push down to these this low resistance liquidity sitting here, and we'll see. Because after that, the next point will be London session lows, which are down here. However, I'm not going to take the rest of my profits at that point, just because we still do have Asia range lows sitting all the way down here. I will mark this out as London session lows, however, but we do still have Asia range lows sitting down here that haven't been taken out today. We got a push down here during London session, but Asia range lows are still up for grabs, which is why I would take 30% here, or 50% of my position off here, let the rest run. Closing 50% here, if we do reach here, will bring my account balance back to a flat 10k, so I won't be in drawdown, and then whatever happens with the rest of the position we will see. But I'm gonna let the rest of this run out and time lapse again in a minute. We in there, ho. We in there bit for real. You know what I'm saying? Really in there bit. I just don't know why Price always likes to flirt with free risk to reward. Just tap my free risk to reward, fam. Please, fam. Just go back down to free bills. Go back down to 300. Stop teasing, man. Yeah. So I can close out 50%. Yeah. And then let the rest run. That's all I'm asking for. Just come back down. And I can get rid of this now because we close below it. Unless this 15 minute. Okay, we haven't closed below the 15 minute. But nah, no one cares about 15 minute. We close below the 5 minute. We close below the 3 minute. 15 minutes still does need to get closed below. But I'll put it out just for the sake of it. How about that? Just for the sake of it, guys. No, I'm not. That's just such a big zone. There's no need. I'm gonna end this whole clip, and I'll get back to you once I've closed out part of the position because we didn't tap into it, so I'm not closing out yet. Yo, people. My bad. I say my bad like you have to just sit there and watch me on the phone. Some time has passed because I was on the phone. As you can see, we are. I closed out part of the position. I didn't get to close it out exactly at 3 risk to reward, so we didn't get exactly what I wanted to bring my bank account to bring my account balance back to 10k. We are just under. We are like minus 0.14% off, just because Price tapped me down and I probably got out around here. So we've gone break even on the trade, gone risk free on the trade, taken 50% of the profits, and now basically we just let the rest run until Asia range lows is the plan down here. If this does hit TP, it will make $340. $340 from my current balance will be, let's do the maths, calculator, 9986 add 340, 10,326. I don't know what the withdrawal limit is. Actually, let's do a quick maths right now, because what was the number? Fuck, I gotta do the maths again. 9986 add 340 is 326. 326 divided by 100 equals times by 80 is 260. So the payout that I will get will be just enough to purchase a 100k funded account if we do get the payout. So keep them shits crossed for me, gang. Keep them shit crossed for me, gang. Because I'll keep trading my 10k, but we'll start making progress on getting towards a bigger account size, and we'll get a 100k account. Like I said, I don't even know if I will be able to request a payout. I don't even know. I have no idea what the requirements are, if I have to make 10% or whatever. I haven't really looked that far. I think I can request a payout as soon as I'm eligible for the payout, but we'll see. Manners. And just like that, full TP has been hit on Euro USD. As you can see, balance $10,331. I was gonna say let's go to my dashboard, but I don't know what is on my dashboard that might get me hacked if I show it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my dashboard, figure out what screen I can show you, and go through the process of requesting a payout. So people, I'm not gonna show you my dashboard because I don't know if I show you my dashboard, you might be able to hack my thing and shit like that. Not that anybody fucking gives a shit, but I've just went to request a payout, and I think I can't request a payout for another 7 days because it's every 2 weeks you can get a payout with some brokers. Some brokers do on-demand payouts, which my prop firm has started doing, but I have to wait until they reset my account after my first payout for that rule to now apply to my account. Now I'm in the dilemma, or I was in the dilemma of, do I carry on trading on this account and potentially lose the profits that I've just made? Bear in mind, these profits would just go straight into purchasing a 100k evaluation. Yeah, so do I keep trading and potentially lose it? But that's just the aim of trading. I mean, the game of trading, you lose profits, you make profits, you lose profits, you make profits. If I just carry on trading over a period of time, I will make more, right? But then people say you should take the first P's, but then it's not really a big account, fam. It's not like it's a 100k account and I'm waiting on a $3,000 payout. This will make $330. This is, so after profit split, it's like $270, which is just enough to buy a 100k evaluation. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna carry on trading. I'm just gonna carry on trading because, think about it, I'm thinking of it like this. If this was not a prop firm and was my personal account that I had £100,000 in and I made 3%, I'm not gonna stop trading. I'm gonna keep on trading. So I'm gonna try and, although I know it's not my personal account, I'm gonna try and replicate professional trading. And I'm not just gonna stop trading now just because I'm up a certain amount. If I lose it, so who gives a shit? Do you know what I mean? But I'm saying this, but I do want to just wait and get that certificate, that payout certificate, just so I have all 4 certificates you can grab. But at the end of the day, it's not really that deep, fam. Like, I've done it and I can do it again. And it's not like I'm not gonna lose 3. I mean, I might lose 3 trades in a row in it, but I've been on a roll consistently for the past like 3 months now, to the point where I don't lose that many trades in a row like that. And when I do, I bounce right back. So I think I'm just going to carry on trading. Hopefully get that number up a little bit bigger. If I can get that number up a little bit bigger of the payout, then I'm not going to lie, fam. I might get the payout. Depending, if I can get the payout to, let's say like, if I can get the payout to like $700, I'm withdrawing it and I'm buying a 400k account with a different property. I swear that. That's the plan. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I could fucking trade tomorrow and lose it all, but game's a game. In a bit. Yo, people, it's actually mad. I don't know how to describe this feeling, fam. I know I've just accomplished something great. Like, I can just sit here and wait for 7 days and get a payout. And I've done something I've been working towards for so long, and something that not many people will ever achieve. But when I saw the TP notification on my phone, I felt nothing, fam. Like, I don't feel anything. Like, it's really weird to explain that, because I know I should be excited and I should be happy. But, like, I don't feel anything at all. It's really mad, fam. I don't feel anything. Like, I feel a slight sense of satisfaction that I have completed that task. But apart from that, I don't feel anything. It's kind of mad. But that's how I feel like I know that I'm where I need to be, and that I'm on the journey that's gonna just keep elevating, because it's mad. Like, I don't feel anything. I saw TP get hit. I was just like, oh, okay. Let's go and see if we can submit a payout request. That's literally the thought process that went through my mind. Let's go see where the withdrawal request button is, or when I can request a withdrawal. There was no like, oh my gosh, there was no, like, you can even tell the way I'm speaking to you, fam. It's like, I care, but I don't actually really care. I think I'm really ready to move on to like 100k, 200k account. I don't think the numbers and the change in those things is gonna make my brain, my psychology go left anymore. And that's a good thing. But yeah, I'll get back to you maybe tomorrow. Even though in the last clip I said that I'm gonna keep trading, I'm still a bit indecisive. I'm not gonna allow myself to make a decision so quickly, even though I said like right now I'm not feeling anything. I'm still gonna allow myself to take the rest of the day to think about it and just really think, is it worth continuing trading or not? Because obviously there's pros to carry on trading. Like I said, I want to create professional habits, but at the same time, as well as that, I'm going back on what I said in the last clip because I'm just being realistic with myself. If I do just wait for the payout, I can just get the 100k account, and at least then that's something else. That's like another thing underneath my buckle, and another thing, not off the checklist, but another thing, a step in the right direction. So I'm kind of 50-50 at the moment, and I'll update you guys whenever I come to a decision. But yeah, steps in the right direction. Hello people, how's everyone doing? How's everyone getting on? So it's been 2 days since the last clip, and like I said in the last clip, I was going to make a decision on whether I was going to continue to trade or to stop trading until I get a payout. And I already came to a decision to stop trading that same day. I've got a really phlegmy throat right now and nose, so bear with me if I sound a bit weird. Floki, stop it. This guy, yeah, won't stop misbehaving, and I don't know what to do with him right now. Go over there. So I understood the same day that I was going to stop trading, and I came to that decision. However, I haven't recorded a clip since then because I wanted to explain it to you guys in the best way possible so that you guys can understand the psychology and the decision making. So, number one, why was it a question on continuing trading or not? I explained it a little bit in the last clip. The reason I wanted to continue trading is because it will promote good habits. Regardless of how much money I am up or down on the account, I should never sit there and stop trading just because of fear. I should never be down a certain percentage and stop trading because of fear. As long as I'm risking the right amounts, obviously if I lose 4% in a day, I should stop trading, but I never do that. My maximum loss is two losses within a day, or a 2% loss in a day. So if I take my first trade and I risk 2% and it loses, I won't trade again for the rest of the day. If I take one trade, or if I take 2 trades and 1% each of them and they both lose, then I will. So my max risk on the day is 2%. Recently that has changed to, like I said, I was risking 1.5% on my prop firm challenge. So, Floki, you're in the way. So if I was to lose 2 trades, that's 3%, and I was okay with that on my prop firm. So let's get into the nitty gritty. Why did I want to carry on trading? Because it creates good habits. In 5 years from now, 3 years from now, however long it takes, when I have my own personal funded account, like my own personal account that I have put money into a broker, deposited money into a broker and traded on this account and begin to make profits on this account instead of prop firm trading, because that is eventually the end goal, is to get to a point where I have my own money in a broker and I just trade that. The reason I'm mentioning this is because if that was where I was at, once I get there, I'm not gonna make 3% on Monday and then not trade on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday just because I made money on Monday. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So with the prop firm, I wanted to continue trading because it was like, I want to set myself up to be in that position later down the road. So I want to set myself up with the mindset of, it doesn't matter how much I'm up, let me carry on trading. It doesn't matter how much I'm down, let me carry on trading. To a certain extent. Like I said, if I make 20K on Monday, and I'm happy with making 20K on Monday when my average day is 3K, for example, I probably won't trade for the rest of the week because I've just made 7-8 times. Is that all right? No, not 7-8 times, like 4 or 5 times the amount that I would normally make in one day. I've made that in one day. So it's logical at that point to say, cool, let me just step away and chill for a couple of days.
Now, that's the reason why I wanted to carry on trading. The reason I didn't want to carry on trading is because I wanted to secure the payout. I want to secure a payout just so I can then get on and purchase a new funded account, a larger one. Now, you might say, it doesn't matter if you lose it because you can just buy a new funded account, or you can just go and buy a funded account. One thing I always said to myself when I started trading prop firms is I don't want to purchase a funded account. I don't want to be on a 10K account and then go and purchase a 25K or 100K, for example, unless I got a payout from that 100K. I wanted to think of it more like a business in terms of everything I make from this, I use to scale my business. So if I make money from the 10K, I scale up and get 100K. If I make money from the 100K, I scale up and buy 7 100Ks or 2 400Ks. Do you understand? So the reason I don't want to carry on trading is because I want to get that payout, secure that, I don't know what you'd call that I want to secure that momentum booster. That will push me further to get, if I get the payout, it allows me to make progress. I could just go and buy a 100K account with my own money once I get paid for my job. I understand that. However, I don't want to get caught into this habit of, and I've never blown an account in my life, by the way, live or funded for my own trades. I've blown accounts in the past, personal accounts in the past, following signals and shit like that when I was really new and I was just didn't know that doesn't work long term. But what was I just saying? But yeah, long story short, I understand I could just go and buy a 100K account, but I don't want to do it that way because I don't want to get caught up in the habit of losing a 100K account and then buying another 100K account, losing that, buying, losing that, because you do that enough times and your pocket will start to hurt at the end of the day. Unless you've already got money to your name, it's going to cost you money to just keep buying these accounts and blowing these accounts. And then on top of that, when it's money that you've taken from your bank account that didn't come from trading and you're just buying accounts, your psychology is going to be a little bit more shaky. It's going to be a little bit harder to trade on that account without caring. Whereas if I now buy a 100K account with the profits I made from my 10K account, I can sit there in my head and not be attached to it as much because if I blow it, I made this money from my 10K account. Let me just go get another payout from my 10K account. Now, the part where this will change for me in the future, in the way that I want to scale in the future is, let's say I get the 100K account from this payout. Then I pass the 100K account and I get a payout on my 100K account, let's just say 10%, even though it probably won't be because if I was up 5%, I'd get the payout. Let's say 10%, just to keep numbers understandable. I would take that 10% payout, which would be $8,000 after the prop firm split. And with that money, I would probably buy 2 funded accounts and then put the rest of the money in my bank account and investments and stuff like that. Now, if I blow one of those funded accounts and then pass the other one and make another 10%, let's say, so another $8,000 after profit split, I've now got £16,000 in my bank account. Now I'm at the point where I'm not gonna stop myself making progress just because the money didn't come from trading. That money did come from trading, but at that point I will buy a 200K account, blow that 200K account, go and buy another 200K account, blow that 200K account, go and buy another 200K account, pass that, get a payout. Because at that point, I've got enough money in my bank account and I've got enough money that came initially from trading that I'm not gonna be attached to it the same way I would be attached to it if I was doing that same thing with a job. Do you understand? That money that I was making from a job. So that's my thought process. I just wanted to explain that to you, and I apologize that this clip's been 8 minutes, but I wanted to get that ingrained into my head. Not in my head, but from my mind into this video, because at the end of the day, this is a journey that I'm going on, and I want to show you guys the whole process from when I was losing to now making these good decisions and these decisions that will put me in a better place. So this is the thought process behind someone who is soon to be a profitable trader. Obviously, I passed my prop firm and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, until I consistently make money, I'm not going to sit there and call myself a profitable trader. I'm never going to be the guy that goes and sits there and says, oh man, I'm not going to pass a 100K account and go 6-figure trader, 6-figure funded trader in my buyout. Do you get what I'm saying? So Yeah, I just wanted to come here and keep it real with you guys. I won't be trading until I get this payout. If we get denied the payout, then business as usual, trade again. Whatever happens, happens, right? But that's the thought process behind it, and I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys can take something from that and understand that you might potentially be doing something wrong yourself, whether you're in the same situation as me in your trading journey, or you're a beginner and you're not as well versed with trading. There's something to take from what I'm saying to you, and I hope that you can implement it and make some sort of progress, because psychology is the biggest part of this shit and we all need to understand that. So I'll get back to you in the next couple of days. I think in the next few days I might record a few videos, like just some videos, just to keep myself busy, so I'm not just staring at the charts wishing I got in this trade, wishing I got in that trade. So I'm gonna do some of the typical trader videos, like 5 things you could do to improve your trading overnight, psychology edition. 5 things you could do to improve your trading overnight, technical edition. Those kind of things. Trades I took to pass my funded, kind of things like that. Just so I'm pushing out some more content, because I want to grow this channel. My goal isn't to grow this channel to make money from YouTube. My goal is to grow this channel to put eyes on the reality of trading, because you search up trading on YouTube and you just see people making thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. I want to bring an element of realisticness and realness to this trading industry once I get where I need to be. And to do that, I have always understood that I needed to start before I got where I wanted to be, and that's what I'm doing. Once I get where I want to be, once you see a title on my video, yeah, put it like this: who would you trust more, right? If you go on YouTube in 5 years time, 3 years time, and you type in trading and you see a brother, you see me, number 2, right? And then there's a guy in front of me, and you click on his thing and he's only been uploading videos for 5 months. And ever since he started uploading videos, he's talking about making 10K, making 50K, making this, do that, this, that, and the next. You click on my page next, and you see me talk about making 20K in a day, making 50K in a week, for example. But you can see that I've been uploading videos for 3 years, and the first 2 years of the videos that I uploaded was blowing this funded account, getting a $200 payout. The psychology, what I'm doing to improve my psychology, like, it's a no-brainer. You're gonna be able to trust the person that you can see the validity in what they've done more than the person, even if they can show you the cars, they can show you their bank account, they can show you prop firm payouts and everything like that. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm saying there's more validity in what I'm saying, because you can watch the whole progress. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's kind of where I want to get to. And that's why I've started my YouTube channel so early on. I didn't want to come on the internet when I was where I wanted to be and be like, look at me, look at me. I wanted it to be seen from the ground up and as real as possible, as transparent as possible. No in-between bits. I don't want no one to come on my thing and ever be able to say he's a fake, or be able to come on my thing and be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, because the proof's in the pudding. And you'll still get people that do that years down the line, but at least you can come on my channel and know, okay, cool, this brother, he said everything he was gonna do, he's done it, and it's working for him now. So manners, and I'll see you in a couple of days once I've got some news on this payout. Yo guys, what's poppin'? This is, I think, 2 days after the last clip I've just shown. Let me actually just put my camera in a better position so you can see me better. This is 2 days after the last clip, I believe. Maybe I've edited in some other clip since then. However, I'm gonna put something here right now so you can see my withdrawal request has been approved. However, it just hasn't landed in my account yet. They haven't sent it to my crypto wallet. That's gonna take a few more days just because it's bank holiday weekend now because of Easter. But luckily I got paid from my job. So what I'm gonna do is I'm essentially about to literally go and buy a 100K account, 100K evaluation, just so that I can finish this video and get this video uploaded, because I know the money is now coming to me, so I'm not too stressed about waiting a couple of days for it to come back into my account essentially. But yeah, finally did it. We got the payout. And like I said, it's not a large payout, but my whole point was I didn't want to increase my trading account size without making money from trading to then reinvest back into trading, which I just explained a few minutes ago anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna go now onto my computer and show you my dashboard and everything. I don't think there's anything that you can like hack me with the information I'm gonna show you. I've seen other people show their dashboards, so I'll just show my dashboard and we'll get to it. So guys, here we are. As you can see, withdrawal request has been approved, as you can see right here. I'm gonna have to hide my account number, I believe. Just that's the only thing that I think can be a problem with sharing. However, yeah, as you can see, account has been approved. What I'm gonna do is I'm basically going to purchase I'm gonna go here. Let me just take you through the whole process. And I am going to evaluations. Here we go. I believe it is a Prime account that I want to get, which is the same kind of account that I have. Buy challenge. I'm going to go through this whole process and I'll send you, or I'll show you the email of me getting the account in a bit, or I'll pop it up on the screen right there, or somewhere in this clip, but I just don't want to basically fill out all these details on camera. Also, one thing to bear in mind, obviously, as you can see, the account does cost $500. However, at the moment there is a Easter 50 promo code on. As you can see, it brings it down to $250. So my payout was just the right amount to essentially get this account. And there we have it, guys. I'm not going to show you the email they sent me, just in case there's sensitive information on the email. However, as you can see here, balance 100,000, equity 100,000, and then as you can see, I also have still got my $10,000 account here. So there we go. There we have it. From trading a 10K account onto a funded or a 100K evaluation. So now we just do the same shit over and over again, and instead of $264 payout, it's gonna be $2,640 payouts. So yeah, man, the journey continues. We don't do anything different. I'm gonna keep stepping in the right direction and just do what I need to do to get where I need to be, because it's been a long time coming, and we might have more blips in the road, we might have more problems that arise, but at the end of the day, we're gonna get where we need to be, and that's all I can say. I'm not sure if I'm gonna end this video right now. I probably won't end this video. I'll probably edit and then add another clip in at the end. But yeah, in terms of trading, we're over and out on the 10K. Well, we're not over and out on the 10K. Now I've got the 10K and the 100K account. I'm gonna switch back and forth between them. Obviously, if I pass stage one, and when I pass stage one on the 100K account, if they don't send me my stage 2 details for a day, I'll just jump back on the 10K account and trade that, just so we can be getting payouts from both and making progress on both accounts. I won't forget about my 10K account until I have another 100K account. But yeah, I'll see you in the next clip, guys. There we have it, season 2, episode 1 over and done with. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you stick around to watch the rest of the journey, because this is only the beginning. We've only just scratched the surface. These payouts are only going to get more consistent and bigger. We just need to keep our mind in the right place, keep doing the right things. We'll get exactly where we want to be. I would appreciate it if you guys could like, comment and share, and most importantly, subscribe to stick around and watch the journey. My Instagram is here, my TikTok is here, all my socials I'll put up here. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. I hope it serves as some inspiration to show you that no matter where you start, and I know we haven't passed the 100K account, but don't try and shoot straight for a 100K account. Don't try and shoot straight for a 200K account. You can start small and very quickly scale up if you do the right things, and that's essentially what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just trying to scale the situation as much as I can, as carefully as I can, but also do it quickly by creating good habits and sticking to them. Manners and respect, people. As always, thank you very, very much for tapping in and watching. On to episode 2. I'll see you in a few weeks. Manners.